like I said, like we're best friends. Like we're separated, and it sucks, and I hate it.
That's Jacob Spray talking about his estranged wife, who he'll later be charged with raping and murdering. I'll show you what else he said and what led to this moment.
I got this on.
We're going through SPRAY's police interview and arrest Jamie Wilson Spray. She was a 25-year-old woman, and she was making a really nice life for herself when she was senselessly murdered. Police say by someone who claimed to love her. Jamie was weeks away from earning a master's degree in organizational management and leadership. In March of last year, she was studying at Washington State University in Pullman and worked as an executive chef. Jamie's body was found in a mobile home at a trailer park where she had been living. She had scratches and bruising around her neck. Jamie had separated weeks earlier from her husband Jacob Spray. Immediately, police went to Jacob Spray to talk with him, and that conversation was recorded by Pullman police body-worn cameras.
I got a cat out here.
Okay, I wouldn't shoot anything. You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
Nothing. Well, I have like a pocket knife, but
Okay, can you keep it in there for me?
yeah, I'm not doing
6, 7
nothing.
round.
We talked before. We talked the road rage thing. Some guy was messing with you, right?
Yeah, making fun of my list.
Yeah.
But what's going on with Jamie? I need to seriously know because you guys got me freaking the out because you called me. I was just getting off work, and now I can't get a hold of her. I called her sister, and she won't answer my call. All she said was, I can't talk to you right now. And I'm just like literally in tears, freaking the out, and I just don't know what's going on. And you guys aren't really being forward with me.
Yeah, we're trying to make contact with her and figure out if she's okay. I guess there's some people concerned, so that's kind of why we're following up with everyone.
I talked to her today.
Okay,
I gave you guys my timeline. It was like 3:51.
Okay.
Like that I had talked to her.
And that's Jamie.
Yeah, my
Okay,
wife.
sorry.
We're still married.
Gotcha.
We're filing this Friday, but we've been separated since February 14th. But we've been very cordial. There's been like a couple like instances where we weren't totally agreeing on stuff. But like I just gave her like $1,000 so she could, because she was like wanting to move out of state. And I was like, well, she was like, can I take the trailer? I go, well, I kind of want to keep the trailer. But I was like, what if I give you like $1,500 and then technically $1,750? Technically $1,750, but that was gonna like pay for like the trailer insurance. The $250 that I deducted was like trailer insurance and the divorce paperwork. It's like $314.
Now Jacob Spray, he seems a little intoxicated, and you heard him tell the officers that he and Jamie had been separated since Valentine's Day. He then talks about the last time he claims to have spoken to Jamie.
So you talked to her at 3:51, but you haven't seen her today?
No, we don't really like cross paths. It's been kind of that thing.
Gotcha. When
What the hell is going on?
we're trying to get a hold of her out of this. You must be.
Was she like arrested? What's
No,
like?
no. Not arrested. Just we're trying to locate her or whatnot, and someone was concerned about her. So we haven't heard from her. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Can you?
She's got like a group of new friends. Are gonna. My phone would help me better. But you said the truck was there, and you said you heard the phone. So she doesn't really leave.
Gotcha.
She can't leave home without either one, really. So what the man? What are you trying to tell me right now?
I'm not telling you anything right now. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going on so I can give the officers their. So I just got here. They just said, "Hey, can you come talk?" Talk to.
She did hook up with a girl in that trailer park. We lived there like over the summer. This last summer, not like, and there was a girl that she used to hook up with. So, and it was like a struggle on our marriage, but she was always like kind of bi. So like, I mean, honestly, I know it's stupid to think, but it's better than somebody else. Like some dude. Like it's like
So I'm just trying to figure out what happened today.
Already Jacob Spray has talked about his relationship with Jamie ending and things that strained it. The conversation with the officers continued.
So I'm just trying to figure out what happened today. What did she say to you, or what was the conversation at And you said 3:51. Is that in this afternoon?
It was this afternoon.
Okay. What was the conversation then?
We were just talking. Like,
Gotcha.
we were just, I had sent her a thing about that song. It's like it's a real popular song right now. Don't take her from me. Like God can give it, God can take it.
Gotcha.
And I said, this song will always haunt me. And then I was like, and then the other one from, we were always on road trips, and it says, from strangers to friends to lovers to lovers to friends to strangers. And I always would tell her I never wanted that for us. And I said, that one always rings in my head too. She's like, yeah, like, you know, I get it, I understand. And I just said, I hate this, I love you so much.
You said that today?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then, so
we're still like cordial.
Yeah.
Like we're still chill. Like I did call the police on her one time because she had threatened me with domestic violence. Like she was like gonna stage it.
Oh, gotcha.
And so she had like showed up here to like, she said to get her dog, but it was the same day that she had like threatened me with DV, and she showed up and I called the police, and then she got all mad at me for that. But that's like, other than that, we've really been like chill as fuck.
And you said when you received those messages, where were you at?
I was in Moscow.
Gotcha. When did you come back to Pullman?
6, maybe 6:30. Dinner goes out at 6, so.
You say you work at a restaurant or something like that, right?
Sorority.
Oh, sure.
I cook for a
service,
sorority.
though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But dinner goes out at 6, so I mean, it usually takes me a few minutes after that to like kind of wipe down counters, get everything going. I don't know. I usually get back here about 6:30.
And did you drive back straight here from the sorority?
I stopped at Pullman.
Okay.
Got a drink.
Gotcha.
Well, for here. I didn't drink it on the way. I didn't drink it on the way, guys.
So you left around 6-ish.
6-ish, yeah.
From the sorority in Moscow.
Yeah.
Took
the highway back,
Gotcha.
came down whatever it is, you come down the roundabout, come back up, go by Kookmart, come all the way down this way, and I come right out here.
Now Spray is going through his day, and the police are nailing down his story about where he said he was, and what he did. Then Spray pushes the officers to tell him what's going on.
Are you going to tell me what this is about? Like, do I need to go to the bank and get bail money? Or what?
But I'm just trying to figure out, you know, where you've been, where she's been, what's going on with everything.
She hasn't responded to me since you got a hold of me because, like I said, I had to talk to her.
When did the officer get a hold of you?
I'd have to look at my phone, but he called me and I was still working.
So before 6.
Yeah, and so I went to silent. I have my headphones in.
Oh.
I'm working. I didn't know who Coy was, so I'm like, whatever. He left me a voicemail. So when I got off, once I got home, I think I was like pulling in, and I actually called him back, or I checked the voicemail.
Oh, once you got home?
I think so.
Okay.
I might have called him when I was still in the parking lot, but I feel like I called him when I got here.
Gotcha.
Because I was just like curious. I'm like, who is this person? And he was like, you got keys to that trailer? So I was just like, one my wife's in? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, no, we agreed I wouldn't have any. She's got the set of keys, and I have a set down in Lewiston. And I offered to, because he was like, well, we need to get in there. There was a disturbance, like a checking on the peace. And that was all I ever heard. And then I think you called me, or somebody called me and said, I can hear a phone ringing in there. And so now I'm worried because she was supposed to fix the propane thingy, like the propane reader. It had broke, and so I was thinking maybe she got like carbon monoxide poisoning, but also I know she's been hanging out with people, so I don't know like if she's like done some bad blow or something.
Now the officers ask Jacob Spray if he's not telling the truth.
What kind of phone is that?
Samsung.
You have it inside. That's the one you're talking about. It's charging.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the last you heard from us, and you've been here.
Correct.
They asked you about the keys, and then you've been here since that time until they started. Did you text the officer or something like that? Like what's going
I
on?
texted him, and then I also been texting and calling Jamie.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I called my dad, just because I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and nobody was talking to me. So,
What's your dad's name?
Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him about what's going on?
Not much. I just needed to know what I should do and if I needed to get money, because I thought I was gonna have to bail her out for something.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was just trying to figure out like how he does it.
Gotcha. And you had your phone. So you made a call to. What time do you think you called Randy? Is your dad's name your dad? What time did you call your dad?
I don't know what time is it now.
Oh, 8:15.
35 minutes ago, maybe 40.
Now, if you follow a lot of true crime, you know your phone is basically a tracking device. So Spray's answers to those questions could really hurt him. If the phone data doesn't back up his story, then police get Spray to lay out his day again with times.
What time did you go to work this morning?
8:15.
And
Well, no, I got there at 8:15,
Gotcha.
so I left here at like 7, probably 50.
did you?
My work, I start a 30-minute workout at 6:45 a.m. Usually when I finish that, I do some weights, some sit-ups, I take a shower, let him out, and then I hop in the car and I bounce. And so I usually get there about 8:15, and then I'm there all day. Like, I run my own kitchen. I don't have like a sous chef.
So you didn't leave at lunch or take a break or anything away?
I mean,
from Moscow.
I never drove my car. I walk across the way to the ballpark at lunch.
Oh,
And I have like a meal because the service is super sweet on Pullman campus. It always says your network's unstable. And so I go across the street, there's a ballpark, and I sit there and I eat my lunch and watch TikTok.
So right there, the officers get Spray to talk about what his phone should show. And where he said he was, then it's Spray's turn to ask a question.
Okay.
Are you gonna like ever tell me what's going on with my life?
Well, so the concern is that we found her at the trailer and she's not doing well, and the medics are trying to help her. We're just trying to figure out what is going on and what happened to her and what's going on.
Like what?
So I don't know. That's what we're trying to. So I just they said, hey, come ask him about what happened. He's the last one that knew where she was, as far as we know, and so they were trying to figure out where that is.
I talked to her like like we're still friends.
It makes sense.
English said PC.
And so, what's going on there, and trying to figure out what happened. When's the last time you've been over to the park?
So I was over there last night.
Okay.
I dropped off food
Gotcha.
for her. I dropped off jerk chicken with dirty rice and a Rice Krispie treat and Brussels sprouts that were sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
She was about to leave. She was on her way out the door. I didn't even go in the trailer. We met outside. I tried to make out with her. She said, I don't want to make out. She did kiss me, and we hugged. But she said she had to go to work to do a fruit tray for 7:30, so she didn't have to come in early.
Gotcha.
And I was just getting off work, and it was about 6 p.m.
Does she work in food service too?
Yeah, she's the catering chef. She's the executive catering chef for Vandal Eats.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't remember. I always forget what her company name is. Chartwell's, I think is what it is.
Spray said he and Jamie both worked in Moscow, Idaho. Moscow is just across the state line from Pullman, but they worked at different places. Spray throughout this conversation reveals little things about his relationship with Jamie that end up being a really big deal.
Last night, everything was cool. You guys weren't fighting or anything like that?
No, everything was fine. And we were fine today too. Everything was fine.
Gotcha.
I literally texted her. I said I got the confirmation on our divorce paperwork. So I'll go pay that on Friday. So we're all good. And she's like, do I need to be there? I said, no, like, it just sounds to me like I just have to go and show them the stupid email, and we're good.
Okay.
And then we'll have to go in front of a judge at some point, of course, but yeah, like, I don't know, like, everything was good. She told me she loved me. I said, you promise? She said, yes. Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of needy. Like, I still love her, even though she left me. Like, I'm still, like, I've told her numerous times, I was like, we can't go back. But honestly, if she were to be like, I'll take you back, I'd go back.
Gotcha.
Well, that was your phone?
Yeah,
the same ringtone.
Yeah, just the same.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
I swear.
So you heard earlier, the officers told Jacob Spray that Jamie was found at her trailer and she's not doing well.
So what hospital is she at? Can I go see her?
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. So I don't know. I am with you. Being honest with you, he's gonna come up here and he'll have more information about what's going on. He just asked me to come see. You know,
So I have more police coming?
Yeah, yeah. When you guys, you said that like she's claimed or was talking about claiming domestic violence. Was there any other physical fights between you guys ever in the past or anything like
So
that?
there was one about spring break of last year. She was pretty amped up about an event she had where she had to fly to California, and it was kind of a cool event. It was like at a winery, but she was feeling the pressure of it. And also she had to like chaperone, like I think 12 students, maybe 10, 12 students. So she was just kind of like stressed out. I had an interview the next morning for Whitman County Hospital. So I was stressed out. We both drank. We both were hitting, not hitting each other, but like hitting each other with like words. And I tried to go to bed. She like grabbed me. I ended up macing her because she was like swinging, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I could think of. I was wearing this jacket actually, and I don't have mace in it right now. But I had some, right? Gotcha. Like, and I don't have it now, but I had some. And so it was like the first thing that I could think of. And she still came at me, now blind, really swinging. And I had like held her, and she went the next day and filed a DV report on me. Showed him the bruises. She ended up not pressing charges. We talked through it. Gotcha. But like it was nothing. I think it was just a stress of both of us.
This next exchange is pretty telling, as Jacob Spray talks about Jamie and him splitting up, and his feelings about it.
As far as the split goes, you're describing it as fairly amicable.
Yeah, no, I have the papers in my car. I don't want it.
Sure.
But she wants it. I love her. We'll do it. Like I said earlier, if she were to be like, take me back, I would do it in a heartbeat, even though it's like throwing my whole dignity and my everything away. But no, like she was telling me today, she was saying that $1,000 I gave her, she's like, I think I'm gonna use it and go to California. And I was just like, all right, yeah, like you do you, have fun. I hate that you're going far away.
Sure.
But
like she was like, move to California or just visit?
So she said she was gonna move to Spokane and stay with Danny, and then her and Danny were gonna go to California. He's like a California native. He's like a rich boy.
Gotcha.
And he's gay, so I really wasn't worried about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll be roommates with Danny. But yeah, that's what she was talking about today when we were chatting.
Okay. On Snapchat or
we talked on the phone too.
Okay, when was that?
Like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
How long did you guys talk on the phone? What do you think for?
I don't know. know, 20 minutes.
So Jacob is telling the officers that he spoke to Jamie by phone that afternoon.
Can you explain to me what everything that was said at the conversation at 1 o'clock then?
It was mostly about the Spokane thing, and then going to California, and she was happy to. She's like, I finally know what I'm doing with that $1,000.
Gotcha. Did she say where she'd be or what her plans were for the rest of the day?
No, I thought she was at work.
What else was said, or do you remember?
She didn't. So a lot of times she just says it's none of your business, and I'll tell you like some stuff, but a lot of times she says I don't even have to tell you this because we're not together anymore. So, and I try to respect that boundary because she says that's part of the reason she didn't want to be with me is because like when she'd get multiple texts, I'd be like, oh, who's that? Mm-hmm. And she's like, she just felt like that was like intrusive on her space. Okay. Like I should just leave it alone. But she would still do that to me. Like when I get work texts, she'd be like, oh, who's texting me? But I don't mind. I'm like, oh, it's just Kiefer. It's so-and-so. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, like, I don't know. But, so I've just been trying to be more respectful in that sense.
Did you guys, when you guys talked at 1, did you guys talk about your relationship at all?
No, it's been, I'm at acceptance, dude.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. I've already hit grief, denial, like, it's been 6.5 weeks. Like, she's made it abundantly clear that we're never going to be a thing. And like I said earlier, I've told her that there's no going back. Like, my family, never, like, no matter what. Like I said, I would take her back, but my family, it would be an awkward Christmas. Even worse Thanksgiving.
Jacob Spray then tells a story about catching Jamie a year earlier with another woman. This talk with police happened on March 26. He said the month before, on Valentine's Day, Jamie told them their marriage was over.
Wednesday was Valentine's Day. So I had flowers, and I had texted her and I go, hey, you mind if I come by your work? I got something for you. She goes, well, can we meet outside? And I go, yeah, that's fine. So she hops in my car and I'm like, hey, flowers, happy Valentine's Day, love you. And she goes, I want a divorce. And I was just like, I did not see that coming.
So nothing was going bad before that?
No.
Just
like,
normal.
she said, so as we've talked over this last 6.5 weeks, she's like, I felt it for a while. I just didn't know, like, if I was ready for it, and I didn't want to make a mistake. So I had to make sure I was sure, you know. Mm-hmm. And I get that. I understand it. It was a shock to me, and, you know, terrible news to me.
Sure.
But, and I didn't do well. You know, I threatened to kill myself, and I was like, I would never, but, you know, try to pull that, like, sympathy card.
What did you tell her when that happened?
What did I...
Like, about suicide? Did you tell her that? Like, I was...
Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, Jacob Spray becomes a little irritated.
You're not giving me any information. All you're doing is questioning me, and now I'm starting to worry. Like, she did some, like, coke or something with fentanyl or something, and you're talking about another officer coming, which...
Yeah, so
it, like, got me kind of jittery.
Well, it's just like we don't know the whole story, right? We just got on shift and we were just told to come check on you. So we don't even know what's going on. So,
well, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll go. Hopefully he'll go full. He should be up here in a second. He says he's on his way. That's what they were saying. And so I'm just trying to.
Can I go grab another beer?
I prefer if you didn't.
I can leave the door open.
Hopefully we'll be wrapped up soon.
Yeah. You don't mind waiting, Peppy? I'd appreciate it.
It's just kind of inconvenient. Like, I'm literally freaking out right now. Well, I have been for about, I don't know what time it is now, but it feels like at least 2.5 hours since that first call. And they were saying that her phone was ringing in the trailer.
Now this goes on and on for some time. Then a little more than an hour into the conversation, the officers asked Jacob Spray about a phone call he had with his father. Earlier that day you said
your father was at the casino or something? Or
They're at the Coeur d'Alene Casino right now.
They're at the Coeur d'Alene? Gotcha. And what did he say when you got off the phone with him?
We cut out.
Okay.
I don't think he could hear me. I was trying to talk to him, and yeah, it was just cutting out. Then it just clicked out, and then that was it.
Okay. But you told him that, what was it you said you told him again?
Said the cops called about Jamie,
Yeah.
and I can't get a hold of her.
Okay.
I said, would you call her?
Uh-huh.
But I don't think he heard me because, he didn't say yes.
Uh-huh.
Then it just let out.
Yeah, I got you.
So, because I thought maybe she's ignoring me because we're not talking.
So that we've had a chance to talk with him, and he shared something a little bit different that you had shared with him. Can you tell me a little more about that part of it, though?
What did he say?
Well, he told us something slightly different, and I suspect you might know what he said differently.
I got this arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't you grab it! Don't you grab it! Get on the ground! I got this arm pin. That's arm pin.
I'm locking up.
Oh, me! That's me! Stop! Okay.
Oh, I'm done.
You're under the arrest.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I got left arm pinned.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done.
Your back.
I will do whatever you say.
Let go. Rock. Yes. Roll out so we can go prone.
Dude, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm gonna give you another one if I think you're doing something.
I'm not doing nothing.
Hello. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I got left. Come on, we're all tight. I got last lethal. Somebody go cuss.
Let me pin it to the floor.
I'm done.
Okay?
I hear you. Once we get you in cuffs, figure it out.
Police would later say that Jacob Spray called his father and told him that he killed Jamie. Despite trying to back into his house to get away from the cops, Spray appears to comply.
I'm not even moving, guys.
Did you sleep already?
No.
I got back here.
There's nobody here. There's a dog and a cat.
Feels like it's a wallet. Striped.
Yeah. Normal pocket items.
You're under arrest.
I know.
Time is 21.
Well, someone's sitting on it.
Will be recorded. I got that. Sorry.
Someone's sitting on it, so I can't give it to you. I can't give it to you because someone's sitting on it. I can't give it to you because someone's sitting on it. Yes. There you go.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Gordon of the Pullman Police Department.
Yeah.
I'm guessing have you seen us that we're here? A lot of us here.
No, really.
So your neighbor was arrested for murder. So we are going to be here for a while, unfortunately.
I'm guessing you can't tell me who you
Maybe later. It should be publicly. No, it's not public now because we have
Notification.
and whatnot. So let me start with this. Before we got here, did you guys anything happen today that's out of the norm or anything like that?
I mean, we've been home since about maybe let's say 4. But he didn't get home. I don't think anybody was here until about 6 or 7. He gets home at around that time every day.
Did you have any interaction with him today or
No, we didn't.
hear him or anything like that?
I mean, he was outside talking to a friend, I think.
Okay.
That was the only thing that we heard.
Jacob Spray was charged with raping and murdering Jamie Wilson Spray. He was convicted at trial earlier this year in Whitman County, Washington. The prosecutor told the jury that Jacob was controlling and couldn't handle the thought of Jamie. Jacob's father actually testified against him at trial, saying his son confessed to killing Jamie in a phone call, and a woman testified she was talking with Jamie on the phone during a job interview. When she started to scream, Jacob's attorneys argued there wasn't enough evidence to convict him of murdering Jamie and that there was unknown DNA at the scene that pointed to other killers. Jamie's family has remembered her as a vibrant young woman who loved comedy, fine dining, and her family. Jacob Spray will be sentenced at the end of March. She faces between 20 and 26 years in prison. Prosecutors plan to ask for the higher end of that sentence.